Okay, so I'm back and we're going to try to do these different shapes. Remember dots, lines, different types of lines in order to make a shape. I teach this to the students who like to say, "Oh, Mr. O, I can't draw. I can't create." Well, let's just take it step by step so you can try and see how it's done. And I kind of turn the camera to try and so y'all could better see how I do it. So remember, first step is dots. You can just arrange the dots. Let's just do a few. Arrange the dots in just different ways. It could just be a different pattern. Almost think of it like a star constellation. Yes, just think of it as a star constellation. I have to remember that. And so now let's just now that you got this, yeah. Now that I'm trying to remember things like one of them, the things I did suffer was a stroke in 2019, so I will tend to forget some of the things I did that I did teach. But the good thing is that when you're in the midst of doing something, an activity, certain terms or things about the history of what you were doing comes back to you. So think of this as a star constellation. What child doesn't like a star constellation? I know I did. Maybe many of them today they don't even look up at the night sky, but as a child I did. So let's just take a line, connect, connect one line to another. I mean, connect one dot to another using a line. See, one. Now, a lot of times when you're connecting these lines, it it's up to your imagination where you want the lines to go. But the important thing is to connect them. And there you go. So now you got another shape, another geometric shape, a shape you don't see on an everyday basis. And shucks, if you want, because I know kids love to color in, um, if you want, kids can cut these shapes out. So that helps with more skills and concentration to make sure that I mean you're basically cutting along the line and you can color those shapes or you can first color the shapes, color inside, then you can cut them out and you can glue them on a different construction paper or another white piece of paper. So you can do that. There's a part of me that wants to also connect the lines inside. So now you've created more shapes. You have triangle, 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 square, square. Shapes, which are now these are traditional geometric shapes. The triangle, the square, traditional shapes that kids are familiar with. See, okay, just to show you how my imagination goes, and many of you, I know y'all can see it with this shape. You know you can go beyond. What if you're still connecting? Okay, still connecting. There's more you can do. And you see it now. We can really close this up. Boom. We have more. We have more. Triangle, 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 square, square. See? We got more. And as a kid, you can go in and color in those spaces. You can go in and color in those spaces right there. So we're going to do another one. Let's go with this one. But this time I'm going to put in some tools. Ow! Okay. My bad. That there's a broken up line, but it's still one of the other types of lines that we have. See, we can do it again right here. I should make my dots bigger. Let's make these dots bigger so you can really see why I use the points. Oh, now I can understand if some of you will probably say, well, if it's a broken up line, can we still will still be able to color in the space? You still can. I can see when it's a straight line like this, yeah, you can really color, but you can still color in. You can still color in. Oh, let's connect them. I think that's all of them. Oh no, Is it all of them? Nope. We still got some others we can connect. Wherever you see a point that can connect to another point, let's make it. See? Look at that awesome shape. So we started with this shape here. I think we went from here to here, then here and here. So I'm gradually showing you how you can move up with your creation. You can start with this. Then you can start using line and broken up lines. Two different types of lines. Now you're connecting lines. But look, even with this one, we see where we can continue connecting those lines. So let's do it. Just like doing that. just like doing those lines. But I just know there are a lot of students, they love to color, and they love to color. It's good to teach them to color inside the spaces to start, just to start. So let's do some more. Mr.O is with y'all. Let's do some more. We y'all want to do some more with these creative things. Now, I'm gonna write this because I don't think I know this thing is gonna end up being reversed, but I'll probably put it in the description. So, one of the things that it's very important to teach my students, to teach any student who's in art, is that the elements of art are the foundations in order to create a composition. It's your guidelines. It's a guide within the wilderness. When you learn these elements, and principles will come later, but right now we're focusing on the elements. But when you learn these elements, they will be able to help you in your decision making when it comes to creating a design. And whether it's in art, painting, graphic design, printmaking. So let's do this here. Come on, dots. Gonna make them big though. Let's do a nice big one here. Well, you can do a nice big one, or you can do those small ones like I showed, because you can get many of them on the paper. And see, we're just creating like a star field, just dots. You know, being like a constellation, make as many dots. Cause see, children, just children period, or children that do have children that have autism, they see differently than we do. Now, when my mind looks at this, many people just say, well, you know, it's just a bunch of dots. But in my mind, I can see the imaginary lines just connecting. And that's your imagination kicking in. And that's how they're also seeing it too. They're seeing how it can connect. And so that's one of the great things about having autism. I know some people may slam me for that, but it's one of the things that a good teacher can take advantage of to show a child how you can use and control or utilize the autism, which is not to your detriment. It's something that can be utilized to your benefit in your life, because you see differently than most people. You think differently, and that's a good thing. You want to think beyond. You don't want to be limited. None of us should be limited or have a short-sighted view. So now that you have these dots, let's take line, just straight line. Let's just do straight lines right now and connect them. And so your mind will activate. I'm telling you, your mind will activate when you're connecting these lines. You can start at any point. That's the funny thing. That's the interesting thing. Start at any point creating your lines. You can start on the outside, you can start on the inner. Let's start in the inner. Music. Let's kick it. Connect those lines to create a shape. But you'll notice you're creating other shapes within the shape. you can't tell me when you look at this, you don't see a figure. See? Can y'all see that figure? This can be considered the head. If I put a circle right here, that'll be the head. Here's your arms, the body, the legs. Hey, guess what? Guess what this looks like? A stick figure. But what did I use to create it? Dots. And connected them. Looks like a stick figure. But guess what? We're going to go beyond. Let's connect them. So how are you doing? You're just connecting them. Most people would have missed that figure. But when you're the good thing about the visual arts, it helps your visualization skills. It helps you to be observant, to gain a keener sense of observing things around you. Actually, if you want, you can stop here. You created an interesting shape. I would like to go and close it up, but I kind of like the shape the way it is. This isn't a shape, an everyday shape you see in life. But let's look at it. I may close this. Let's close this up. Man, look at those triangles. Triangle, 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 triangle. Here, 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 here. It's like a square rectangle. Really square. We create shapes within a shape. Then the next thing to do is just, if you want, color in the spaces. So that's just an example of what I wanted to show today. Have your child try this. Remember, you're going to start with dots. Then you're going to connect those dots with lines. And then you come up with a shape. Sometimes you got to know when to stop too. Because look, I could have kept going. I could have connected here. I could have connected here and here. But I stopped because I like the shape that's already here that I created. So y'all give this a try. And you can always message me, write a comment if you like. Mr.O will definitely write back. Thank y'all.